Trump declines to endorse GOP Speaker candidate for now, says he's trying to stay out of it. Washington, former President Donald Trump is so far declining to endorse any candidate as the Republican nominee for House Speaker, saying Monday that he is aiming to stay out of the race for now, even as some of the contenders seek his backing. Trump weighed in on the House GOP's tumultuous effort to elect a new speaker during a campaign stop in New Hampshire, where he filed to run in the state's GOP primary. It's unclear how much of an impact the former president's backing would have on the race for Speaker. He endorsed Representative Jim Jordan's bid last week, but after 3 failed rounds of voting on the House floor, the Ohio congressman was forced to drop out of the race Friday. "I'm staying above it. I have to right now," the former president told reporters. "But I've spoken to just about all the candidates, there are quite a few of them. And they're terrific people. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than Trump said many of the Republicans seeking the conference's speaker nomination have reached out and asked for his support, but the former president said, "I have to hold it for a while." Republicans are set to meet behind closed doors Tuesday morning to select by secret ballot their next speaker nominee. 9 GOP lawmakers are vying for the nomination, though it is unclear whether any of them will be able to secure the 217 votes needed to earn the gavel when the full House convenes for a formal election. Trump spoke with at least one of the contenders, Majority Whip Tom Emmer, over the weekend, but said he's sort of trying to stay out of the speaker's race. "We're looking at a lot of people, and I'm sort of trying to stay out of it as much as possible," Trump said. "But they'll get it straightened out." The former president noted that the GOP's eventual speaker nominee faces a significant challenge in earning the requisite support. "That 4 threshold is very tough. It's a very tough thing, no matter who it is," Trump said, referring to the amount of Republican defections a candidate can afford and still become speaker. "I said there's only one person that can do it all the way. You know who that is? Jesus Christ." Time equals 400 Ms. greater than the conference's internal contest is the third it's held this month following the historic removal of former Speaker Kevin McCarthy from the position on October 3rd. Since then, Republicans have struggled to unite behind a successor, leading to failed bids by its 2 earlier candidates, Majority Leader Steve Scalise and Jordan. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than the chaos within the GOP conference, which has grown more divided since McCarthy's ouster, has left the House without a speaker for more than a month and ground legislative business in the lower chamber to a halt. Pressure is building on Republicans to figure out a solution though, as Congress is confronting numerous domestic and foreign crises that it is unable to respond to. Some GOP lawmakers have proposed taking action to expand the powers of Representative Patrick McHenry, who is serving as interim speaker, though doing so would require support from Democrats. The current slate of speaker candidates will make their case to their GOP colleagues during a candidate forum Monday night. The field includes Emmer of Minnesota, Republican Study Committee Chairman Kevin Hern of Oklahoma, Representative Jack Bergman of Michigan, Representative Byron Donalds of Florida, Representative Mike Johnson of Louisiana, Representative Dan Muser of Pennsylvania, Representative Gary Palmer of Alabama, Representative Austin Scott of Georgia and Representative Pete Sessions of Texas. Time equals 400 Ms. greater than of the 9 candidates, only Emmer and Scott voted to certify the results of the 2020 presidential election. Republicans, who hold a narrow majority in the House, were forced to restart what has been a messy process of electing a speaker Friday after they voted to drop Jordan as their nominee. The conservative firebrand had been bleeding support from his GOP colleagues across 3 rounds of voting on the House floor, foreclosing his path to the speakership.